industry. My friend Devjit Dawn and I, Shankhamitra De, will host this webinar. We are both second year students of the CSE branch. Computer science has a sea of applications in the automobile industry, but today we shall discuss four of the most crucial ones, which are automobile embedded software, battery management system, self-driving cars, and AI. We shall start with the automobile embedded software. When you are driving a car, you want your car to cooperate with you. While driving, you are handling the steering wheels, you are pushing the brake, you are controlling the gears, and you are also playing music. All of this happens together at the same time, and it does not interfere with the operation of another. So all of this is managed by the automobile embedded software. None of the systems in your car work independently, and it is this software which binds it all together in a bigger system. For example, when you don't want your steering to get in the way of your brakes, and because you are a human, you are bound to make some mistakes. Now, this automobile embedded software is there in place to prevent such errors and to give the driver a smooth experience. As you can see, the software includes adaptive cruise control, airbags, telematics, traction control, in-vehicle entertainment system, emission control system, parking system, navigation system, control sensors, climate control, radio, anti-lock braking system, and so on. Now, the purpose of this software is to make driving comfortable for the customers. When you bring it down all to a skeleton, a vehicle does not really need this software to operate. But it is one of the most essential inputs to make driving safer and more comfortable. When cars were first in vogue, the people had to sit in uncomfortable seats and lug the car around with their very manual steering. But thanks to the contributions of computer science, today you can rely on the car to protect you in case you are making any errors. And you can lie back on your seat and listen to Anupam Roy concerts while driving. You see the parking system. When you are parking a car, the certain cars make a beeping sound and have certain lights which facilitate the parking. That is a part of the ABA, automobile embedded software. And adaptive cruise control. In more expensive high-end cars, this feature helps the driver to drive more smoothly. And of course, the in-vehicle entertainment system is there, so where you can listen to your music. And the climate control is there. You have ACs in your car and heaters in your car. And now, we will further discuss the two most important parts of the automobile embedded software, and both of which are very important for the safety of the car passengers.
Excuse me?
Yes?
How can I use cruise control to drive a car smoothly?
All questions, please, at the end of the webinar, please. Okay?
Okay,
you can add your question in the message box.
Sure.
Thank you. First, we will talk about airbags. These are basically balloons which are installed in various accident-prone areas of a vehicle in order to protect the passengers in the case of a mishap. When an accident occurs, the vehicle basically collides with another object in instantaneous time. And this impulse of the collision triggers the airbags to fill up with air and create a cushion for the passengers inside the car who could have instead fatally collided against the walls of the car. And most cars today come installed with airbags. If your car is not equipped with it, it is highly recommended. Now we will talk about the anti-lock braking system, or ABS. Let me paint a picture for you. You're sitting on a bus and the bus is moving at a very high speed. Something happens right in front of the bus and the driver is forced to pull the brakes. Because of the inertia, you are thrusted forward in your seat. Now, the same thing can happen when you are sitting in a car, and much more damage could be done because of the close quarters. This anti-lock braking system prevents that damage from happening. When you're pushing the brakes, the wheels might lock completely. Like they may completely stop. And and this will make the inertia thrust you forward from your seat, and you can hit yourself. In the worst case situation, if your car is driving fast enough, sudden application of brakes could even turn the car upside down and roll it along the way. You would not want that to happen. Now, the ABS system basically smooths out the braking. It prevents the wheels of the car from getting locked completely. It increases the time span of the brake, like it gives the wheels some time to move on the road, before stopping completely. And because of this, the force with which you are thrust forward is reduced, and you do not get injured. Now, if you look closely, you will see that both the systems, the airbags and the ABS, work on the same principle of impulse. When you increase the time span of the impulse, the force exerted is much lower. And we shall now move on to the next topic of our discussion, the battery management system. Everyone here is aware of Elon Musk, I suppose. Tesla, the car manufacturing company he owns, definitely created a storm in the world of electric vehicles. This battery management system is present in every Tesla that is produced. And not just Tesla, it is present in the electric vehicles developed by BMW, Nissan, Volkswagen, and even the electric scooters you see on the roads. Some companies like Volvo have started releasing vehicles with hybrid engines, which means that these vehicles can run on both the petrol engine and on the electric motor as per the need of the user. All of these cars contain battery management system. Now, the function of the BMS is to ensure that the battery of the car is protected, and it prevents the drivers from going rash and running the car beyond the battery's capacity. The BMS will warn the drivers when the battery is exerted beyond its capacity, if the temperature of the battery is too high, and so on. It is basically the software which also enables the recharging of the battery. Here you can see the picture of the interior of a battery management system, which is present in a Tesla, as shown here. Now we will move on to our next topic, self-driving cars. And all of you here must have seen a lot of headlines about self-driving cars. Tesla popularly has the self-driving feature in its cars, and the name is quite self-explanatory. You sit in the car and it drives by itself to wherever you want to go. Ideally, the passengers do not have to worry about traffic signals, bumping into other cars, or rogue pedestrians. How do they do this? As you can see, such a car is equipped with sensors all over, which can be radar, LiDAR, sonar, GPS. It uses these to read the entire surroundings of the car. And then, with the help of the inbuilt programs, it can decide how to drive in the face of the data that it acquires. Self-driving cars do get better with more use. The more you drive your self-driving car, the more it learns about how you drive, where you go, what your paths, what your journeys look like, and then in turn it serves you better. Now, some experts predict that beyond just making your driving experience better, self-driving cars can actually put an end to one of the biggest problems of urbanization today, traffic jams. With the right technology and with enough number of self-driving cars, there can exist a network among these cars, which they can utilize to communicate with each other about the traffic. When two cars are taking the same road, they can communicate between each other to decide the path beforehand, so there will be no accidents, there will be no brawls. Whenever any mishap happens on the road, you could see the drivers getting out of their cars and shouting at each other. With the proper application of self-driving cars, once the self-driving cars become the norm, this can definitely be avoided. And I have mentioned before that all of this happens only in ideal conditions, and spoiler alert, the reality is far from perfect. Recently, Tesla was trending for a while because, well, obviously, the moon is indeed a traffic signal. This particular topic helps us segue into our next topic, artificial intelligence. My friend Devjit Dawn will now take over.
Good evening, everyone. I am Devjit Dawn from CSE second year, and I'll be leading this discussion from here now. So, what is AI? And how it is going to be so important in the automotive industry? Artificial intelligence is a wide-ranging branch of computer science concerned with building smart machines capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. Artificial intelligence uses data and algorithms to replicate human decision thinking or the thinking ability. An algorithm which helps the system to learn and solve a problem independently. These are being deployed across various industries such as financial services, information and communication technology, life science, retail, healthcare, industrial manufacturing, automotive, oil and gas, and chemicals. The information and communication technology, or the ICT, and financial services are mature industries in terms of the AI usage for day-to-day activities. In ICT, companies are offering AI-based assistant for commercial applications. You will find some common examples such as the Siri, the Alexa, or Google Assistant. In the automotive industry, the implementation of artificial intelligence is at a lower rate compared to financial services, ICT, retail, and healthcare. In terms of AI technology adoption and implementation, the automotive industry can be categorized as new adopters. Change the slide. So, the role of and the AI plays a very significant role in the automotive value chain. AI finds its application across the automotive value chain. Currently, AI is being implemented in automotive manufacturing, including design, supply chain, production, and post-production. In addition, AI is being implemented in driver assistant and driver risk assessment systems, which is transforming the transportation sector. Aftermarket services, such as predictive maintenance and insurance, are also transforming through the usage of AI. Change the slide. AI in manufacturing. Robots are simultaneously working with human and learning automotive manufacturing skills, design, part, manufacturing, and assembly with the help of AI. Currently, AI helps humans to develop cars using exoskeletons. In the future, the entire plant can be operated by those AI-powered robots. In 2018, Hyundai was testing Hyundai chairless exoskeleton, HCEX, at the North American facility. The company has developed wearable robots, service robots, and micro-mobility, which utilizing the robotic and AI technology. The company is planning to launch robots to charge electric vehicles and robots to sell vehicles. Exoskeletons will improve the productivity of the plant. This will help to decrease the use of waste and low power body muscles by 80%, reducing the fatigue. In 2016, Otto Motors, the US-based part of ClearPath Robotics, introduced an intelligent material transport vehicle for manufacturing unit. Intelligent vehicle incorporates AI technology to navigate autonomously around a manufacturing unit. The company is continuously updating its self-driving vehicle. In 2018, it launched the self-driving vehicle for material handling with a payload of 750 kg. And change the slide. AI in transportation is playing a vital role. Currently, AI is playing the role of in driver assistance technology and is being used widely in modern vehicles. Currently, Tesla is offering level 2 autonomous cars, and the company is planning to launch even level 4 to 5 autonomous vehicles by the end of 2022. AI can be used to monitor the driver's eye, whether one is sleeping or tired. In 2015, Tesla launched Autopilot driver assistance system, which is basically a monthly subscription fee of $99, which is quite pricey at current scenario. With autopilot capability for their Model Car S. The company is continuously updating its software to improve self-driving capability and the safety of the passengers. Apart from that, the company also developed AI chips in-house in order to improve performance and safety of the car. Change the slide. AI in services. AI can also play a significant role in aftermarket service. Currently, many AI applications predict the problems related to engine, performance, battery performance, etc. that may occur in the future. In addition, there are many AI-powered insurance providers which provide quick services that is in availing insurance and claiming settlements to the customer. In 2015, 5 to 10% of the vehicles had some or other forms of AI systems installed. In the last 5 years, AI is being deployed for parking assistance, cruise control, and even level 1 to 2 autonomous vehicles, which has resulted in increased adoption of technology. In the next 8 to 10 years, AI technology is expected to be a part of many automotive applications. Hence, by the end of 2030, it can be expected that 95 to 98% of the new vehicles may have AI technology. Change the slide. Now, let's look at some examples of AI in the driverless technology. So the first is a California-based startup called Motional. Motional is a joint effort between Aptiv and the Hyundai Motor Group, each combining its technical expertise with real-world experience to design autonomous driving technology that pushes the potential of self-driving technology into reality. The company's autonomous driving technology utilizes 3 basic sensor types: the LiDAR, the radar, and the cameras, to prioritize safety at all times, leading to the world's first robotaxi pilot and an operational commercial robotaxi that has provided over 100,000 self-driven rides with a record of 0 at-fault incidents. Motional unveiled its newest robotaxi, the newest Hyundai Ioniq 5 in 2021. Recently, I came across a news in that Hyundai is testing its Ioniq in its Chennai facility here in India. So it's quite a toss moment that if it becomes successful or not. Since 2018, Motional has teamed up with major rideshare organizations such as the Lyft, Via, and Cox. The Lyft is the biggest competitor of Uber in North American market. So application of the self-driving automotive technology in such a large scale is very beneficial. Automotive to increase the accessibility of the self-driving transportation throughout the world. Refraction. Refraction is a Michigan-based startup that manufactures a robotic self-driving delivery solution for last-mile goods from places like restaurants, pharmacies, and grocery stores, facilitating faster, cheaper, and safer delivery that keeps up with customer expectations. The company's flagship vehicle, named the REV1, is designed to operate in all weather conditions and has a size and weight that makes it versatile enough to switch between car and bike lanes to prioritize delivery time without impeding the traffic. Along with powerful AI that controls the REV1 to choose the best possible path for making a delivery, low-cost sensor technology like cameras are utilized to allow the vehicle to stop on time, leading to a safe, compact, and scalable solution to autonomous delivery. Refraction AI has begun rolling out the REV1 and partnering with the restaurants in and around Michigan to offer autonomous food delivery. Next slide. Waymo. Drive.ai. First, let's look at Drive.ai. It's also based out of California. Drive.ai is utilizing the artificial intelligence to change current transport systems and self-driving services. The vehicles are not only autonomous, they also communicate with drivers and pedestrians within the vicinity, such as displaying a sign to pedestrians indicating it will wait for them to cross. The purpose of the fleets is to transport passengers along fixed routes that are more easily monitored than personal autonomous vehicles, which need to stay updated with changes that can impact driving, such as construction, speed limits, accidents, and road closures. The company is currently testing their vehicles with complete human safety operators in and around Texas. Change the slide. Waymo. Beginning as Google's exploration of self-driving vehicles, Waymo is now its own company, creating driverless vehicles that can safely deliver people from points A to B. With over 8 million autonomous miles driven to date, Waymo's 360-degree perception technology detects pedestrians, other vehicles, cyclists, road work, and other obstacles up to 300 yards away. Waymo is already providing test drives in the in the mature American markets. Now Sanghamitra will take over from here.
Now let us look at some statistics to see how far we have come. In 2015, only 5 to 10% of the vehicles had some sort of AI installed. And experts predict that by 2030, 95 to 98% of vehicles will have AI installed. And we have now come towards the end of our presentation. We hope that your biggest takeaway from this presentation today is that engineering domains other than mechanical engineering has vast applications in the automobile industry. Although contributions of mechanical engineering helps build the most basic version of a vehicle, it is computer science which has heightened the driving experience. The vehicle that you drive today and the vehicle that you will drive in 10, 15 years from now will have broad applications from all engineering domains. Thank you. We will now take questions. Yes. Okay, ABS is anti-lock braking system. আচ্ছা আমি বাংলায় এটা বোঝাচ্ছি তুই যখন একটা গাড়ি চালাস না তখন যদি হঠাৎ করে ব্রেকটা প্রেস যদি একটা গাড়িটা খুব স্পিডে চলে আর যদি হঠাৎ করে ব্রেকসটা প্রেস করতে হয় সামনে কোনো অ্যাক্সিডেন্টের জন্য হঠাৎ করে হুইলসটা স্টপ করে গেলে যেহেতু একটা বড় ইনার্শিয়া থাকে একটা খুব বড় চান্স আছে যে গাড়িটা যাতে উল্টে যায় তাই আর কম স্পিডে হলে তো মানে ইনার্শিয়ার জন্য হুট করে সামনে গিয়ে পড়বি ঠিক আছে এবার এই অ্যান্টি লক ব্রেকিং সিস্টেমটা হচ্ছে যে এই হুট করে চাকাটাকে দাঁড়াতে দেয় না ওটা হচ্ছে এমন করে যায় যাতে ব্রেকটা টেপার পরও গাড়িটা একটু ডিস্টেন্স সামান্য হলেও যেতে পারে যাতে টাইমটা বেড়ে যায় আর যেহেতু ইম্পালসের ফর্মুলা জানিস তো লাইক টাইমটা বেড়ে গেলে ফোর্সটা অনেক কমে যাবে তো ওই বড় ড্যামেজটা হবে না
দেখ একটা কমন এক্সাম্পল দিচ্ছি তুই তো রেঞ্জার সাইকেল চালিয়েছিস নিশ্চয় সৌভিক তো ওগুলোতে পাওয়ার ব্রেক থাকে দেখেছিস তো মানে নর্মাল কনভেনশনাল ব্রেকের থেকে ওগুলো বেশি পাওয়ারফুল হয় তো যখন তুই কোনো মানে হিল থেকে নিচে নামবি তুই হঠাৎ করে যদি একবারে পাওয়ার ব্রেকটা দাবিয়ে দিস দেখবি তোর পেছনের চাকাটা উঠে যাবে তো এবিএস কি করে এবিএস এটা থামিয়ে পড়ে যাবে মানে একবার ইয়ে করলো একটা ফ্র্যাকশন অফ সেকেন্ডস খুব মাইনিউট টাইমের জন্য ওটা বেসিক্যালি ইলেকট্রনিক্স এর একটা পার্ট বুঝলি
আচ্ছা
না এবারে অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট তো এমন হবে না যে জাস্ট তুই একদম চোখের পলকে দেওয়ালটা তোর সামনে চলে এলো তুই কিছু ধর 5-10 মিটার গ্যাপে ইয়ে করবি তো ওটা এত মাইনিউট টাইমের জন্য ওই ছাড়া মানে ওই ব্রেকটা ছাড়া আর ধরা করে যে ওটা তো বোঝা যাবে না ওটা নর্মাল ব্রেকিং সিস্টেমের মতনই কাজ করবে শুধু স্কিডটা হবে না যে চাকাটা স্কিড হয় সেটা স্কিড হবে না Drive.ai একটা স্টার্টআপ ওটা তোর ইউএসএ এর স্টার্টআপ টেক্সাসের ওখানে তো ওরা মানে ভেহিকল যেগুলো বানাচ্ছে ওখানে অ্যাকচুয়ালি মানে ওদের আরেকটা ভেহিকলের সাথে কন্ট্যাক্ট করতে পারবে ওখানে নিজেদের সায়েন্স থাকে যেখানে মানে ও যদি ধর কেউ রাস্তা পেরোচ্ছে তো তোকে ও স্ক্রিনের উপরে অলরেডি দেখিয়ে দেবে যে এখন মানে ট্রাফিক এই মানে রাস্তা পেরোবার সময় বা গাড়িটা এগোবে এখন তুমি পেরিও না মানে পেডেস্ট্রিয়ানের সাইন গুলো থাকে দেখেছিস তো ট্রাফিক লাইটসে তো সেগুলো ওটা বিল্ট ইন থাকে ওখানে কি
এই সাইনগুলো পেডেস্ট্রিয়ানদের জন্য যারা বাইরে দাঁড়িয়ে আছে তাদের জন্য আমাদের দেশে যেমন হাত বাড়িয়ে গাড়ি চালানো সেটা থামায় কিন্তু ওখানে হচ্ছে যে গাড়িটার মধ্যে সাইন রয়েছে যে তুমি এখন যেও না বা তুমি এখন যাও সেটাই পেডেস্ট্রিয়ানদের জন্য সিগন্যাল গুলো হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা অর্কর একটা প্রশ্ন ছিল অ্যাডাপটিভ ক্রুজ কন্ট্রোলটা কি বেসিক্যালি যখন গাড়ি মানে খুব অন্ধকার রাস্তা হয় আর গাড়িটা যখন চলে সামনে গাড়ি আছে কিনা সেটা বোঝা যায় না এবার হচ্ছে আর বা অন্য কারণেও গাড়িটা যদি হাই স্পিডে হয় আর সামনে যদি গাড়ি চলে আসে একটা অ্যাক্সিডেন্টের সম্ভাবনা থাকে অ্যাডাপটিভ ক্রুজ কন্ট্রোলটা হচ্ছে এআই এর যা কিছু ইনপুট আছে বললাম, রেডার, লাইডার, জিপিএস, ক্যামেরা, এগুলো ইউজ করে এটা সারাউন্ডিংসে কোথায় কোথায় গাড়ি আছে এটা দেখে, আর সেই অনুযায়ী গাড়ির স্পিডটাকে কন্ট্রোল করে যাতে দুটো গাড়ির মধ্যে একটা রেসপেক্টেবল ডিস্টেন্স মেনটেন হয়।
এই অ্যাডাপটিভ ক্রুজ কন্ট্রোলটা সবথেকে বেশি ইউজ হয় টেসলাতে।
দাঁড়া, এর আগে এআই নেই, এরপরে এআই রয়েছে। আচ্ছা,
বিএমএস মানে ওটা একটা চার্জিং এর জন্য, মানে ব্যাটারি ইভিতে ইউজ হয়, ওটা আইসি ইঞ্জিনসে ইউজ হয় না। বিএমএস মানে তোর ব্যাটারিটা কতটা চার্জ হবে, তোর ব্যাটারিটা শুধু তো তুই মোটর চালাবার জন্য ইউজ করবি না, ব্যাটারিতে হেডল্যাম্পও ইউজ হবে, ব্যাটারিতে ওই যে বড় বড় স্ক্রিনটা দেখতে পাচ্ছিস ওটা ইউজ হবে। তো বিএমএস ব্যাটারিটার এফিসিয়েন্সিটাকে কন্ট্রোল করে, এক কথায় বলতে গেলে বিএমএসটা খুবই ইম্পর্টেন্ট হয়। যেমন রিসেন্টলি টাটা নেক্সন যে ইলেকট্রিক ভেহিকেলটা আছে, তো ওটা বিএমএস এ ওদের সফটওয়্যারটাকে জাস্ট আপগ্রেড করেছিল, সেটার জন্য ওদের ব্যাটারির রেঞ্জটা 33% বেড়ে গেছিল। মানে হার্ডওয়্যারে কোনো চেঞ্জ করেনি, শুধু ওই বিএমএস এর প্রোগ্রামিংটা চেঞ্জ করেছে কিছু, তার জন্য ওটা গাড়িটা আরো এফিসিয়েন্ট হয়ে গেছে।
do we have any other questions?
I guess no.
Okay, ওকে, ইন দ্যাট কেস আমি এখন মিটিংটা এন্ড করে দিচ্ছি। আমি প্রেজেন্টেশনটার পিডিএফটা আমি গ্রুপে পাঠিয়ে দেবো। ওকে।
আচ্ছা